Before we get on to, if you guys are new to the channel, subscribe. Huge thank you guys for 286,500, which I had 280. So let's say we're trying to hit 287,000 subscribers by like Monday and Tuesday. It's going to be really, really close. But if you guys are new to the channel, subscribe. We put more My Team content here than anywhere else. But anyway, now let's get on to the video. G here. And today we are going to be doing a tier list of the best 2 guards in NBA 2K22 MyTEAM. So, lads, it's going to be primary 2 guards. So, a lot of the guys you guys may have expected in the point guard position are going to be on this. And, I guess I gotta refresh because some of these guys literally just did not load. But there we go. So, if there are any players missing, they're probably small forwards or primary point guards. But these guys are going to be primary shooting guards. So, anyway. Now on to Houston. D. At this stage of the game, Houston is not very good. Houston is fine as a shooter. That's the only word I can describe him. He is perfectly fine. Is he good? Is he a good shooter? No. Like, if you're asking me whether or not Houston is a good shooter in my team, I'm gonna say no. He is a competent shooter. He is a perfectly fine shooter. His release isn't... I'm pretty sure his release on normal timing. Like, he can't really move, can't really play defense. He's D tier. He really is. He could be worthless. Honestly, he might be... He might be the second... You know what? Go and get an E tier. Get an E tier. He might be the second worst player on this list. Maybe the third worst player on this list, if I'm being honest. He could end up all the way down worthless. At this stage of the game, Ben Gordon has to go into E tier. He's not terrible. And he really was not terrible for his time. He was good for his time. Just right now, he's a little bit small. Small player build. In terms of his like shooting, it's good. His dunking's mediocre. His dribbling's pretty good. It's just, the card came out. He was a free card from January. And now we're on to Ben Wallace. He's either B or A. I'm going to put him in A. Because if you know what you're doing with Ben Wallace, he's an A tier player. Like, we're only going to have 5 players in S tier. I think if you know how to green with Ben Wallace, he's an A tier. I know a lot of people struggle to green with him. But if you've got like a +8 3-point coach, a shoe, and someone with floor general on the floor, his 3-ball goes up to like... I'm pretty sure you see his 3-ball low 90s then. And you give him some shooting badges as well, he becomes hell. Because he is up there with the best on-ball defender in the game. I think Shaq's probably the best on-ball defender, but he's up there at the best. Buddy Healed. This stage of the game, D tier. He still shoots the lights out. Kobe on quick is chick. Kobe on very quick is so nice though. Like Kobe on very quick with what's his name is crazy good. Kobe very quick on Wes on Celtics, crazy good. But like a decent dribbler, decent shooter, okay defender. He's probably D tier right now. Clyde the Glide Drexler, A tier. Like this guy can play at the 2, he can play at the 1. He's definitely better at the 2 at this stage of the game. But he's another one of those players that people are really sleeping on. People have slept on this card mainly because he is a collector level reward. And by the time most people are going to end up just getting the card naturally, he's not going to be the greatest. But he's still usable. Like, if he was out by 250, I'm pretty sure Splash was saying that, like, he came out the Friday after they had to lock in their teams. But, like, he would have been probably on... He would have definitely been on Splash's team. And... I wouldn't have been surprised to have seen if he was available for 250 Ty trying to go get him. Because he really was that good a player. David Thompson now, B tier. One of the most slept on defensive players in all of my team. His defense is ridiculous at that point guard position for around 10k. His release is fine. Base 8 on quick is fine. It's very, very greenable. Base 8 on very quick is really good, by the way, Marcus Johnson. But his dribbling is okay. His defense is spectacular. He's bad interior, but doesn't matter. He gets stupid blocks. He's like a poor man's Dwayne Wade. He's a really good player. And now this is going to be... If this was me, Desmond Bane would be an A tier. You guys know how much I love Desmond Bane. Especially on next gen. I like Desmond Bane on current gen. I don't love Desmond Bane on current gen. But on next gen, my god. Like, base 83 on very quick is my favorite release in the game on next. Like, again, that's... I've made no, like I've made it very, very clear that like base 83 on very quick, I think is the equivalent of base 98 on current gen. Like base 5, we haven't seen a base 5 and very quick player. But I have also made clear that my favorite release on next gen, as of right now, is base 83 on very quick. And that's why I just think Bane's hell. Bane for me is like Kazi Light. He's a decent-ish player build. He's a decent-ish defender. But look, I'm not putting him in A tier. Yet, anyway. Booker, I'm sorry, Carlo D. He has a glitchy jumper. A somewhat glitchy jumper. Carlo is so damn good with this card. Like, he is the only person, though. Like, I've tried. I've seen Carlo cooking with this guy. Because I have a current... Basically, with my injury, I can't... It's very, very difficult to keep my leg elevated in my office. So I have to end up working from my bedroom half of the time. And with that means I don't have 2 PS5s yet. I'm going to try, see if I can find another one. But I have a PS4 hooked up in my bedroom. And I've been trying to use Devin Booker, and he just hasn't been very good. He's all right. That's it. He's all right. He's completely fine. Okay, so we're a little bit into the tier list. Now we're going to put the worthless players in. Houston has potentially moved down, I'm not going to lie. First worthless player. I think he's so bad in the defensive end that Luka Doncic is going to go in there. This Luka Doncic is going to go into worthless. He's so ass on the defensive end. I get he's got the glitchy jumper. He's useless on current gen. He's genuinely useless on current gen. And on next gen, he's nothing special. He's really not. He can still shoot the ball, but like, no, it's about it. Luka's not great. Monte Ellis, literally just worse Ben Gordon. Literally just worse Ben Gordon. They have the exact same jumper, the exact same animations. I think Ben Gordon just has a much longer wingspan. But yeah, like Monte Ellis is like 6. I think he's either 6'3" with a 6'2" wingspan, or 6'2" with a 6'3" wingspan. Either way, his player build is tiny. He's like Ben Gordon with a worse player build. I think I'm going to move down. Yeah, I want to move down Houston. Houston going to worthless. You're going to go Mitchell and E-tier. I think Mitchell and Ben Gordon are a similar level. I think those two cards are probably at a similar level in my team. Mitchell was a damn good card when he came out. Because he does have like the Mitchell size up, which is a really cheesy animation. Again, I played a draft with the Amethyst Mitchell, and he still kind of can cheese off the dribble. Yeah, Mitchell was that Amethyst Mitchell at the start of the year was a damn good card. But yeah, Mitchell's just too tall to put above E tier, honestly, or too small. Duncan Robinson, he actually isn't terrible. Like, him versus Booker is probably debate, but we're gonna put him C for now. Put him C for now. Wade, I mean, this is an obvious A tier. He's literally just definitely a tier better David Thompson type player. Like, his defense is really good. His jump shot is very good on current gen, decent on next gen. His dunking's decent. Dame behind the back's okay. It's not brilliant, but it's fine. It's something different anyway. Like, you can actually, for me anyway, I've been finding I'm getting almost as much space with, like, say, the Dame behind the back or the Harden behind the back. Because people just expect it to Scotty. And the Scotty, you run in a straight line, whereas Dame and Harden, you at least push yourself to the right or the left a little bit. So if people are expecting, like, a Harden behind the back and they move backwards, you can get, or a Dame Scotty behind the back, they move backwards, you can kind of get open off a Dame. And he also gets crazy defensive animations. Evan Mobley, look, he's a 7-foot tall cheese ball. I'm not gonna not put him in A tier. I don't like using him. He's not fun to use. Like, no one has ever enjoyed using Evan Mobley in my team, but like, I mean, A tier is probably fine. Giannis, I'm not even the biggest fan of Giannis, but he's S tier. In the right hands, he's God. His player build's good. His jumper is decent. I'm not the biggest fan of Giannis' jumper. I don't even like it on very quick on Kuminga. Can't really move, but he is just God on defense. And if you put him on ball, he's ridiculous. Giannis is really good. I don't think he's that much better than Ben Wallace. So Grayson Allen, I don't like Grayson Allen. I'm gonna move Grayson Allen up a tier. I'm gonna move Booker up a tier as well. I think Grayson Allen and Booker are very similar. I think Booker, they're the same release, except Grayson Allen's not very quick. Booker, he doesn't move as well as Grayson Allen, but Booker somehow has a glitchier jumper. Jalen Green, I'm gonna put Jalen Green in C tier as well. He can play at that point guard position. He's tall, he shoots well, he dunks well, low interior, but he's solid, man. He's solid. This is a guy that is so slept on. Jamal Crawford. Like, Crawford's not going into A tier. I'm just putting it out there. Like, Crawford is not going to A tier, but I mean, Crawford is a B tier player. No doubt about it, lads. Crawford is a B tier player. He can move, he can handle, he can shoot. He is a flawed card because of what he does on the defense end, or what he doesn't give you on the defensive end. But he is a really decent player. I'm telling you, lads. He can play. He can play. And we're on to James Harden. James Harden is... I'm going to put James Harden in C tier. He actually has better SIGs than the other James Harden. Like, the point guard James Harden might be up there with the most disappointing cards in the game. Say not the point guard, the Dark Matter James Harden. Because shifty dribble style... Quick dribble style is better than Harden dribble style. Shifty dribble style is worse than Harden dribble style. Harden dribble style is better than shifty. And also, they literally screwed his dunking. So Harden used to literally have go-to dunks James Harden and all basic dunks. They were unblockable. And then they decided on his Dark Matter to give him only back scratches. Like, his animations got worse. And they also give him the Scotty behind the back instead of Harden behind the back, which in today's game, the Harden behind the back is more useful because not everybody has it. The one thing they boosted is shot to very quick, but like Harden's going into, B and A. B and A. Harden is not even close to S. He's fine. Like, Harden's perfectly fine, but he's not even close to an S tier player. Yeah, this guy is a guy that I like. I like Jason Williams a lot. Or say Jason Richardson a lot. So he's got like he's got the Donovan Mitchell glitchy escape dribble. Or glitchy size up dribble, which is insane. He's also a decent shooter. I wish they just kept his old release. This card would be the best player in A tier if they kept his base 31, but for some reason they gave him Chris Middleton base. They gave him some weird release. If they just kept his release from his pink diamond, put it on quick, he might be an S tier point guard, S tier shooting guard, or even at least in the debate for S tier shooting guard, just because of how glitchy that escape dribble or that size up is. Jaylen Brown's not as good as Jay Rich. I'm gonna put Jaylen Brown in A. I like Jaylen Brown though. I think he's a really solid defender. And honestly, I really like Jaylen Brown in real life. I don't know how I've suddenly taken the hard stance on Twitter of being the anti-Celtics guy. I just don't think they're that good. I really like the Celtics. I really, really like what Udoka's done. I really like most of the Celtics players. I don't know. I think I just tweeted out being like, I don't think the Celtics are as good as everyone thinks they are. I think the Nets just sucked. I hate the Nets. And now all of a sudden I'm having to double and triple down on my Celtics hate, despite the fact I like the team. But Twitter's kind of just fun space for stuff like that, for nonsense like that. But Jaylen Brown, yeah, you're going A tier. Jerry Sloan. Jerry Sloan was an A tier shooting guard as well. He's good. He shoots, he moves. He is actually a good L player. He is good. Stackhouse. C tier. That release is chick. Just in today's game, it's a little bit slow. So all around badges are okay. His movement's alright. I'll go C tier for him. Jimmy Buckets next. Getting to S. Getting to S tier. Jimmy Buckets is really, really good. 22 is such a good release on very quick. His movement's really good. And like, honestly, if Pink Diamond Jimmy Butler was a 2 guard, if they made Jimmy Butler something like a power 4/2 guard on that out of position, he would be like, he would potentially be an S tier player as well. But like, Jimmy's so good. His movement's good, his shooting's good, his defense is good. The only issue with the other Jimmy was that, again, he's a power 4, but this Jimmy's insane anyway. He's S tier. Joe Johnson, he has one lung. D tier. Jordan Poole, I'm putting Jordan Poole in C tier. I don't like Jordan Poole that much. No, I'll put him B. He's the same level as David Thompson. I really don't like Jordan Poole though. I think his release is good. I think his behind the back's alright. I just hate his fade. Like, I can't use point guards at the normal leaner. Like, if I'm using a primary ball handler, they at least have to have a decent fade. They don't have to have the normal leaner. Like, the Harden does not work shooting fades. Some guys with, like, some of the pro leaners are fine, but like, no, Pools is terrible. Giddey, S. Giddey, S tier. Giddey's a damn good card. Just putting it out there. Giddey is a damn good card. I'm going to, when I get to like 75, 80,000 MT, I'm going to just bang it all out in one day. I'm going to bang it all out. I'm going to bang, like, if I can get my like leg elevation pillow properly, I'll stream the whole thing. because I did just order a proper one off Amazon rather than using normal pillows. But if I can get that sorted, I'll probably stream the whole Giddey grind and make that into a video. But like, he's really good. He's a really good card. Dr. J, honestly, S tier for Dr. J as well. Dr. J is like Terry Light. He's got that Rudy Gay base on quick, which is nice. He's gonna move really, really well. He's gonna dunk really well. He's gonna feel big in game. He's a good on-ball defender. Dr. J is a really, really good 2-guard. Kevin Huerter, I'm tempted. I'm very, very tempted to put Kevin Huerter in A tier. I'm gonna put him high B, purely because I think Desmond Bane is better than him, and I have Desmond Bane. Screw it. If I've got Jerry Sloan in A tier, Desmond Bane, you go in A. I can't just keep everyone in A tier though, so I'm gonna actually start moving people down tiers. So I'm gonna go. You go down. You go down. You go down. You go down, maybe? I can't believe Joe Johnson's E tier. He just has one long. So he should be way better. You go down. Then B tier, I'm going to move Poole down. And we got to... Do I move it? I don't really want to move any of the others down. I'm going to move Sloan down then. I'm going to move Bane down. And I'm going to move these two guys down. I think this looks a bit better. KPJ D tier. He's a tall point guard. He shoots the lights out. The KPJ really shoots the lights out. Bad dribble style. No clamps, but is actually an alright off-ball defender. No, he's going D tier. Klay Thompson. Is Klay S tier with who's remaining? No, he's not. I know who my last S tier player is going to be. Klay A. Klay A. Like the other Klay. They're the same. You're not going to notice the difference. If you don't see the tiers, you're never going to notice the difference between these two. I don't have the opal because the opal is just dumb. It is just dumb buying the opal. The opal and the pink diamond are literally copy and paste. If you have the dark matter, you have the dark matter, but they're the same card. You're not going to notice the difference. Kobe's. Pink diamond Kobe at this stage of the game is going to go C tier, but he was so good in December. Like, we had to take into account, like, this card came out in, like, he wasn't even like the Christmas day. He was the week before. I think it was a Christmas Eve. I think was when we got the Tis the Season set. And I think he came out the week before it. I think it was like 17th. Like, Kobe was a really good card for his time. Then we get the other Kobe Bryant. Look, at this stage of the game, he's B tier. Release on normal timing. Yeah, he's got the dribble moves, but I cannot in good conscience put Kobe Bryant above Desmond Bane, Jason Richardson, or Jaylen Brown. I cannot in good conscience do that. Lance Stevenson, C. Lance was really good though. Lance still is really good. Like, this is one of those tier lists where it's like, if you could chuck a D tier player, like, honestly, you can chuck Booker in your team. You can chuck one of those D tier players. You can honestly put Allen Hughes. Actually, no. You can put anyone above Worth. You can put Joe Johnson in your team. Let's survive. The 2-guard position is not a top-heavy position. Like, they can all survive. Luka Doncic is going to go C tier. He is useless on current gen. On next gen, he still has the glitchy jumper. And he actually plays really good defense. So he's a lot better than this worthless Luka here. Manu Ginobili. Look, is he as good as Harden? Or I think he's as good as Wade. I think he's that A tier player. I think he is that A tier. Like, if you want to move him down a tier, that's fine, but I think he's A tier. Marcus Smart. Now, I hate to do this, but I'm putting Marcus Smart in B tier. Because I really like Marcus Smart. I think his defense is immaculate. I think he actually guards post player as well. Like, I've gotten him switched on the center so many times, and he actually does a really good job. He shoots the lights out. As long as he's not, like, your main option on offense, he should be brilliant. Like, Marcus Smart, he's in my team. Like, he's actually going to lose a spot in my team very soon, though. Because Denny Avdia is just better than him. I just want to put that out there. Like, you guys will see in my, like, I made a squad in a week. Denny Avdia is the freaking GOAT. Like, I put him in a... Like, he's going to be my point guard in my God squad. Like, he is my point... Denny Avdia is in my top 10 point guards on my team. Denny Avdia is better than Harden. Like, but yeah. Marcus Smart is going there. Michael Cooper is a super slept on card, but he's C tier. He's perfectly fine. He's a perfectly good defender, perfectly good shooter. He's just very expensive for 20k. Michael Jordan D. This Jordan's not very good. Not a great shooter, not a great defender. Or say not a great shooter, not a great dribbler. He's only plays defense. Like, if you ask me who's better him or Stackhouse, give me Stackhouse. If you ask me who's better him or Duncan Robinson, give me Duncan Robinson. Mo Pete, B tier. Again, a super solid player. Like 6'7". He's gonna move a little bit. He's gonna hit some jump shots. He's just overall good. Paul Arzon. I was gonna say, are there any lower tier players to go? Moncrief. At this stage of the game, Moncrief's an E tier player. He's a good defender. Can hit wide open. That is about it. That's about it. Rudy Fernandez. I'm putting Rudy Fernandez in C tier. I think he's actually a super slept on player. Like, he's not bad in the slightest. And people don't realize how okay he is. Rex Chapman's just quite small with like no interceptor. I'm gonna put Rex Chapman in D tier. I don't think like I can argue Rex Chapman in good faith that Rex Chapman's better than Jalen Green. I really don't think I can. And now like I'm gonna put Shannon Brown is gonna go C tier. He's such a good shooter. He is so slept on. He is actually so slept on. Like, he's better than Jalen Green. He's better than Kevin Porter Jr. He's better than Rex Chapman. He is a super slept on card. It's only because he's probably one of the weaker players in a brilliant set. But no, in game, he plays way better than his stats suggest. Mainly because of that 26 on very quick. So he's really good in that regard. Paul Arzon and Oladipo are both going to go into B tier. I think they're just that little bit worse than a Dwayne Wade and a Manu. I think you could argue maybe them up into A tier, but I don't really see it. Ray Allen is going to go B tier as well. I don't know on Ray Allen. I'm going to put Ray Allen in low A. I actually like him more than a lot of people do. I really like that Ray Allen on quick. I think his dribble style is good. His dribbling is good. His fadeaway is good. I like this Ray Allen more than a lot of people do. So I'm going to put him into A tier. Rip Hamilton. Man, he sent me a get well soon message after the injury. I wish I could put you higher in B tier, but you're going B tier. I'm pretty sure after the injury, did I put him in? I made my shooting guard. Yeah, it was over a month ago that I got hurt. When I made my shooting guard tier list was right after he sent me the message. I had him in A tier last time, but he's B tier this time. And then we got LaVine's. So LaVine is between... I'm going to put LaVine in low B for this Opal, who's actually kind of... He's very slept on. But then my last S tier spots LaVine. One of the most slept on cards on my team is Zach LaVine. Zach LaVine is really good, and people just don't realize it. I don't know how, but like LaVine has gone so under the radar. People have just not realized ever how good Zach LaVine is in my team. He's a little bit overpriced probably for what he is, but no, these are my top 5 primary 2 guards. I'm happy with that. So I'm going to try to keep these all in one line. So I'm going to move some players down from B, and I'm going to move some players up to A. So I'm going to probably move David Thompson. No, I like my B tier. Screw that. I like my B tier. This is gonna be my... I always have to make one controversial pick per tier list. Desmond Bane in A tier. That's my controversial pick per tier list. Is my Desmond Bane in A tier. I just love Desmond Bane. But yeah, that is pretty much it, lads. That is the tier list. Thank you guys for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe.